Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nancy Chunga. For those of you that are new here, if you're not new here, thank you so much guys for your continued support. To those of you that are new here, remember to hit that red subscription button down below and join this wonderful online platform of like-minded men and women. And also, I just want to continue making this appeal that if there's a video that you feel relates to you, if there's content that you like on my channel, remember to give those videos a big thumbs up so that you can just help to increase the visibility of that video and also to help to grow this channel in the long run. So today's topic, we are looking at why it's important for us women to have standards. And I didn't want to take it for granted that we know what the definite definition of standard is. And so I looked up the word standard, and for me, Google is always on my fingertips for word meanings or for any type of information that I need. And so the definition that came up, so I'll put it up so that you guys can see. So that's what came up, and looking at those definitions, I think I'll go with the first one because it relates more to the topic at hand. And so the definition of standard there says having a level of quality or attainment. And so looking at that definition, it clearly tells us that, you know, it's important for us as people, especially for us as women, to have a level of standard in our lives. And what that simply means is that, you know, for things that we allow in our lives, for people that we allow in our lives, there should be of a level of quality. And you know, when we talk about quality, quality does not come easy. Quality takes work. Like, it takes a lot of self work for you to be an individual of quality, for you to be, you know, a person of value. We need to work on ourselves. There's a lot of polishing and trimming that we need to do or on ourselves. There's a lot of character building and growth that goes into that. And so it's important for us to take time, you know, first of all, to polish ourselves up so that we are people of quality. And also, it's important for us to recognize, you know, things that are of quality and people that are of quality. And this is not to say that we must be, you know, we must be picky when it comes to people. We must be choosy, we must be closed off, we must judge people according to appearance. This is not about that. And I started to come up with this topic because I've realized that the way that men and women were created, they were created differently. And I think this is common knowledge. We all know that because this is something that we can actually see. The differences are so remarkable. And I wonder why, like in today's world, people are so confused about who a woman is, who a man is, when the differences between men and women are so remarkable. And yeah, so men and women were created differently in terms of physical appearance and in terms of emotional mechanism. Now, in terms of physical appearance, I think you know, the difference is obvious. The differences are obvious in that men have more bodily muscles on them than as compared to women. And when it comes to emotional mechanism, I think us as women, we are more hypersensitive, we are more reactive to situations. You know, put a woman under a stressful situation and whoa, you know, like our emotions will just blow out. Like, if you want to know, it's easy to know the character of a woman than it is to know the character of a man, because as women, we are so reactive to things. And so yeah, so there are all those differences. And you find that men have more emotional control than women, because men you know, they are not so reactive. They have that much self-control. You know, they keep their emotions under wraps. And so there are just all those differences between men and women. And no wonder when you know, when a man and a woman are in a relationship, they really just complement each other, because we are so different in terms of our physical and emotional mechanism. So so why did I come up with this topic? I came up with this topic because I've realized that in today's generation, especially, I've noticed this with our younger generation, with our young people today, the boys and girls, the young ladies and the young men out there, is that in today's generation, everything is surface level, everything is chilled, everything is cool, and if you're someone who's trying to be serious about anything, you'll be frowned upon, and yeah, you'll be seen as being this uncool person. But like I've described how different men and women are, I just want to say that because of those differences, as women, we are more vulnerable. We have so much exposure on us. We are exposed, let me just put it like that. We're exposed emotionally and physically, and as a result, we can easily get hurt. Anything that is exposed can easily be trampled upon because of the way that we were created as women. And being that exposed, it's important for us to have a level of standard of the things that we allow in our lives, of the people that we allow in our lives, because being that exposed, we shouldn't just allow anyone to come into our lives, because we can easily get hurt. So we only need to allow things and people in our lives who are of a level of quality. And like what I said at first, having a level of quality takes so much personal work, it takes so much personal growth. And so we need to allow people who are mature enough, like people who are able to, carry us as women with our vulnerability, with our needs, with our exposed emotions. And so we need those people that can treat us gently, people that, can protect us, people that can just care for us and for who we are as human beings. And so it's important for us as women to have standards, and not just to allow anything in our lives, not just to allow, like how it is in today's generation. Everything is just surface level friendships, surface level relationships. I've also noticed that in today's generation, people are more people are suffering from mental health issues, depression, and the worst being suicide. And the reason being is that we are not investing in friendships and relationships. But because when we talk about a friendship, the quality of a friendship, because when we consider a friendship, the quality of that friendship is not measured by how many gifts you buy for your friend, or how many outings that you have. It's measured by the level of maturity that the both of you have, first of all, and also the level of time investment that you have for each other or in each other. And so there are a lot of things that goes into friendships and relationships. It's about time. When we talk about someone who has quality, we talk about, again, someone who is patient with you, someone who's willing to wait, okay? Not someone who just wants to have fun now and not care for other consequences in the future. And so it's important for young people to understand that, especially for young ladies, young girls out there, to understand that we need to have standards, and these standards are not to keep or push people away, but these standards are more to protect us, are more of to help us create those healthy boundaries in our lives, so that we can protect ourselves from being physically or emotionally being hurt. So it's important for us to only allow people who are of standard in our lives, and to allow those things that are of standard in our lives. For example, I'll give this an example of going on a first date with someone. If someone really wants to be with you, they will put in effort in that first date. But like for me, I've had instances where a person is asking me out on a first date, and they're suggesting that we go to a bar, we go to a drinking place, and and for me, I turned down those dates, because for me, I thought, this person doesn't value me. For the first date, they want us to go to a tavern. I mean, do we know each other like that? And so it's important for us as ladies, to be mindful of the people that we allow in our lives. We need to ask ourselves questions like, does this person mean good for me? Is this thing right for me? Will this thing hurt me or not? Will this thing add value to my life? Will this person add value to my life? Will this person be gentle with me? Will this person be patient with me? So it's important for us as women to have standards, unlike the popular opinion out there where we feel that, guys love girls that are easygoing, girls that are not so troublesome, girls that are not. I think most of us have noticed that, there are girls that the world sees to be difficult. They even point out, that girl is troublesome. But that same troublesome girl ends up getting married. Why is it like that? And those goody girls, they end up being single. Why is it like that? It is like that because, being a goody person will not take you anywhere. You need to be someone who has standards about yourself, and you need to allow people in your life that respects your standards. And having standards does not it doesn't mean that you must have pride. And I think for me, I'm against pride because the Bible is against that. It teaches against pride. Pride is something that we must pray against. It's something that we must try by all means to get rid of, because it's important for us to be humble, And being humble does not mean being easygoing. And being a person of standard does not mean having expensive tastes. It does not mean any of those things. So you shouldn't demand that someone should take you to an expensive restaurant just so you can prove that you have standards. No. I think having standards is being with someone where you feel like you can be safe, where you feel like you can be unharmed, just being in a safe space with someone. For instance, if someone suggests that they want to take you out on the first day to a bar, does that person mean good for you? First of all, we know that when you're intoxicated with alcohol, that just removes you from your right mind, from thinking straight. It makes you a bit loose. And so all those things, like if you're just getting to know that person and they suggest that they take you out to a bar, that should just be a red flag for you, because you have to ask, does this person mean well for me? I haven't known this person for that much long for them to even suggest that we should go to a bar and have a good time. So we must be mindful of all those things when it comes to the people that we allow in our lives, the things that we allow in our lives. So I didn't want this video to be too long so that I can go about ranting about the same things. But the main take for you from this video is that it's important for us as women, it's important for us as people in general to have standards, but it is especially important for us as women to have standards, because from our physical and emotional mechanisms, as women, we are more exposed and we can easily get hurt. And so it's important for us to have things in our lives, to allow things in our lives that will protect that exposure from being hurt, to protect ourselves from being hurt, to allow people that will help to care for that vulnerability that we carry as women. So thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. I really appreciate, and I'll see you in my next video.